Hi, I'm Gina Salazar. Welcome back to the Better Arizona Show. More tthan 3 million Americans are diagnosed with carpal tunnel each year. That's why today we're taking you to the Fitzmaurice Hand Institute to meet with Dr. Fitzmaurice. We're here with Dr. Fitzmaurice from the Fitzmaurice Hand Institute. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Dr. Fitzmaurice, tell me, what is carpal tunnel syndrome?
So it's basically pressure on the nerve. These structures go through a tight tunnel. Inside this tunnel is a nerve and 9 tendons that go through there. So carpal tunnel syndrome is just a matter of increased pressure inside this space, and it's placing pressure on the nerve.
So what are the signs and symptoms that people may be experiencing?
Numbness, tingling to the fingers, pain in the wrist. We tend to see it in certain occupations. One of my most common is hairstylists.
Oh, yeah.
Probably seen every salon in the town. The other is maybe vibration tools, construction work, heavy gripping, forceful activities. Keyboard activities by themselves, it's really hard to say that it causes carpal tunnel syndrome. If you have it, it may flare it up. But most of the time when somebody comes in, it's hard to pinpoint one true cause.
And you have a different approach to carpal tunnel. Tell me about that.
So yeah, it's a type of endoscopic approach, but a lot of the endoscopic approaches that you go in with a small little incision and use a camera, their visibility is limited, so you cannot necessarily see the tendon or nerve or other structures while you do it. So we developed a particular type. It's an endotech system, it's called. It's an endoscopic system where it's a single incision, and when you go in, you can actually see all the structures, the ligament, the tendon, so it's very safe because you can see everything very clearly. We can also remove scar tissue while we're doing it. We can do a lot of other techniques that can't be done with traditional endoscopic or either other techniques like that. And so what we also do are able to place material around the nerve to protect it from scar tissue. We use a lot of regenerative medicine techniques, stem cell type of medications, medication called hyaluronic acid, and that helps protect the nerve after we're done releasing it.
And what kind of turnaround time do people have on something like this? How soon are they back to doing all their activities?
So the first week they're using their hand, for light activity. 2 days after surgery, you take off your dressing, you get it wet. And usually by the first week, you're back to your normal activity. So our average return to work is 5.5 days, which is significantly shorter than other like endoscopic techniques, which might be 19, and certainly open techniques, which could be 35 to 45 days.
And then what point should people come in and see you?
The earlier the better. There's a risk of permanent nerve damage developing. So if you have symptoms, let's evaluate it, and we can do an ultrasound examination in the office. So it's painless. You're not sent out for an outside study. We do it right there. We have the information, we get the results, and we go over it immediately. And then we can determine what kind of treatment options. But if you do have compression on the nerve, if you get to it earlier, you're less likely than to have any permanent damage or long-term side effects.
And you make it really easy for our Better Arizona viewers to come in and see you, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can do a free consultation. I can, chat with you about your symptoms on the phone. We can do a telemedicine interview where I can talk to you. You can show me your hand, and we can kind of have this communication before you fly in from out of town or drive, maybe if you're a couple hours away.
That's wonderful. You've made it really easy.
Yes.
I love a doctor that comes to me. And what's your website? How can people get a hold of you?
Fitzhand.com.
Dr. Fitzmaurice, thank you so much for having us out today.
Thank you.
The Better Arizona Show will be right back.